I don't think it will come as a huge surprise to those who know me that I'm a bit of a movie buff. But let's just say, for sake of argument, I was a Hollywood executive. And I had a director and a producer coming into my office to talk to me about an upcoming project. Being a Hollywood executive, as I am, I would probably offer them some chocolate almonds, which I'd have off to the side, and they'd tell me about this awesome idea. All they were missing was the perfect leading lady, but they had a short list of names. Well, as a Hollywood executive who wants to be successful and who wants to win awards, I would hope and pray that Jennifer Lawrence was on that short list. Now, I don't say that because Jennifer Lawrence is a huge crush of mine. I don't say it because I pine away for her. Quite frankly, I think she's a very good entertaining actress, but it's because she's bankable. Her last 5 movies have grossed over $2.5 billion. That's billion worldwide. Pretty impressive. And at the tender age of 25, she's already won an Oscar and been nominated for another 2. And unless I'm wrong, which quite frankly I'm not, she'll be nominated next year for a movie, Joy. A movie that hasn't even come out yet, but people are already buzzing about because she's so bankable. So you can say what you want about the whole Jennifer Lawrence wage dispute that's going on in Hollywood right now, but I have to side with her. If I'm bringing in $2.5 billion, you better sign the check that I want you to sign. Now, this weekend, we are going to see exactly how bankable she is because people are going to be going in droves to see Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, the last in the Hunger Games series. Of course, she plays Katniss Everdeen, the girl on fire. And the girl on fire is on a quest to get to the Capitol to kill President Snow, played by Donald Sutherland, Canadian icon. Now, the absolutely interesting thing about this is that Jennifer Lawrence, at the tender age of 25, commands the screen. Every scene that she's in, she owns. Not an easy task when she's paired up against Academy Award nominee Woody Harrelson, Academy Award winner Julianne Moore, late and great Academy Award winner Philip Seymour Hoffman, should be an Academy Award winner, but nominee Stanley Tucci. The movie has a fantastic cast from top to bottom, but it's Jennifer Lawrence that we're coming to see. This movie is very entertaining, and one of the things that I really like about it is it's part 2. Have you noticed though that a lot of these young adult movies, when they get to the final Twilight, Harry Potter, we break it up into 2 movies, and for my opinion, the first movie's kind of okay, but the second movie's always much better. Same rings true with this one. This movie picks off where the last one ended, and it just doesn't seem to slow down. As Katniss Everdeen and the rebels are on their way to the Capitol, they're met with so many different obstacles, and it's like they're basically going through this crazy scavenger hunt and this crazy like Spartan race. But the only problem is that if you go down the wrong path, you could die. This movie is not for the weak of heart, and I don't necessarily know if it's for kids. They say it's young adult, but it's really more adult. I heard a quote the other day that called it the Hunger Game of Thrones, and there is a lot of killing in this movie. So would I necessarily want to take like a 10 or 11-year-old to this movie? Probably not, but you know what, parents, that's at your discretion. What I will say is that the movie is very entertaining. There were a couple of scenes in the movie that I didn't particularly care for. So for example, I'd find that you'd have like these awesome action sequences, but because we've got these 2 men that are pining away for Katniss Everdeen, all of a sudden it's like the Bachelorette would pop in and it would be like, oh, who's going to get the final rose? I know that I'm not necessarily the target demographic for this movie, but still watching it, I thought we could probably do away with that. Teenage girls might want to throw things at me right now and say, no, we love it. Go PETA, go whatever the other guy's name was. Anyways, movie was very entertaining. At the end of the day, I give it a B+. The ending dragged on a little bit, but again, for the target market that this is intended for, they probably won't mind. The violence, their parents might. So take that into consideration before you run out and see this movie, because I didn't necessarily think that this was a kid's movie. No, very, very grown up. At the center of it all, again, Jennifer Lawrence does an absolutely fantastic job, and she's surrounded by an incredible cast. Really enjoyed this movie, and I hope you all get a chance to see it. CFL_fan is how you can reach me on Twitter. Facebook.com/WhittyWhittier is how you can reach me on Facebook. And if you want to go right to the website, it's WhittyWhittier.com. I appreciate you taking the last few minutes of your life to check out this blog. And please let me know what you think about this movie. I'd love to hear about it. Again, I think we're going to be hearing a lot about this movie, and I have no doubt that it'll absolutely crush at the box office. And again, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for checking this out, and I'll see you at the movies.